Well, good afternoon, East Texas. Beautiful blue skies out there. Just a few patchy, puffy cumulus clouds trying to develop. But overall, a very nice-looking fall-like day underway here in downtown. But check out the temperature, 84 degrees. It's pretty mild. And notice these dew points creeping back into the lower 60s, a sign that we have just a little bit more tropical moisture moving into the area. But we still have a northeasterly wind, so that's kind of helping keep the heat index away from us, which is at least some small good news and a small victory for us. 85 degrees in Jacksonville, 82 Athens, 84 Mount Pleasant, 83 in Henderson, and 84 degrees Nacogdoches. We've got 83 degrees currently in Lufkin. As we go throughout the rest of your afternoon, Precision Cast is going to show you very few clouds out there. Lower humidity, again, continues to make its way in from the north and east. Notice, though, by late afternoon, we're going to see a few more puffy cumulus clouds building up. I think most of us will stay partly cloudy. We have a lot of dry air in place in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, but at the same time, there's a weak disturbance that may spark off one or two very tiny isolated showers. I really think with so much dry air, the atmosphere is just going to eat the moisture up before it makes it to the ground. But one or two sprinkles may land on your windshield. Don't be surprised, but that's really all we're going to be seeing out there. Now, the question most are asking with these 90s still in the forecast here is, where are the fall temperatures? You know, we have this very summer-like pattern. It's very persistent and sticking across Texas here. It's an upper-level high pressure. It creates dry and warm weather. Dry air caused by the sinking air of high pressure there keeps no clouds from forming, so you can't get rainfall, and it stays very warm. Very typical for summertime. This high pressure ridge is going to expand across most of the country, covering most of the United States here as we go throughout the next few days. So you're saying, where are the cooler temperatures? Well, you got to go north of the Canadian border. But the good news, the jet stream continues to work its way slowly towards the south, and now we're starting to see signs of some much cooler weather here across central portions of Canada, stretching back into Alaska here. And over the next few weeks, this jet stream here is going to eventually topple and allow some of this cool air to start spilling into the area, and we'll start to see our temperatures on the decline. In fact, typically, on average this time of the year, our average high is around 86 degrees or so. By the time we get towards the first of next month, the average high is in the low to mid-80s. But look at this. As we go throughout the end of the month, our average high drops down into the mid-70s. And at that same time, that's usually around the time we see our average first frost across portions of East Texas. So you can tell things change quickly as we go throughout the month of October. And that's what we have to look forward to, because here you go. All our winter weather fans out there like myself, yes, 89 days, less than 90 days before the official start of winter. We get to talk about snowmen, icicles, and yes, the cold polar plunges and the Arctic blasts that will be making their way into the area. And as they say on Games of Thrones, winter is coming. Believe that. Less than 90 days. I'm excited about it. Storm Tracker Live Doppler radar, just a few patchy clouds showing up across the region here. But as we expand the view out, there is a disturbance to our west, but it is going to make its way off to the northwest, staying away from us. So high pressure keeps its grip on us. Rainfall stays over the plain states. We're on the south side of the jet stream. That's dry and warm air, and that's what we are going to be seeing not only for today, but right on into the weekend, into next week across most of the country, as the cool air stays locked to our north. But we are watching next week possible development in the Gulf of Mexico. Whether it's tropical or not is still a big question, but we could see moisture surging from this system northward towards the Gulf Coast, and maybe some of that making its way into East Texas by the beginning of next week. We'll just have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, because we could use the rainfall. Partly cloudy and low humidity, 91 today. We're headed down into the 60s tonight. Just a few clouds, otherwise fairly nice temperatures out there. Your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast after a beautiful weekend. Again, we'll keep a close eye on what happens next week, because we are going to be watching the tropics closely.